G'day folks, it's Cortezerino, and behind me is the tube. Now why have you built a giant tube on top of your base? Well, I just thought my base wasn't ugly enough. Well, the real reason I decided to put a giant tube down the middle of my base is because I've built a second iron golem farm all the way up there, so it's out of range of this farm here, so they're not going to interfere with each other. I hope. They shouldn't do. They shouldn't do. So the tube is for the golems to fall down. And this is why I decided to build a tower as my base, because I wanted the 2 iron golem farms. And then I thought, well, why kill the golems up there and just collect their iron when I can have this cool feature going all the way up the middle of the tower? Something that just brings the whole build together, gives it one big theme. Now, I know it's going to get annoying having this glass tube in the middle of my builds, especially when I try and do an item sorter in there. But it'll be fun to watch things come falling down. So I think whatever farm I do inside the tower, I'm going to funnel all the drops into the tube so we can watch them fly by. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is all the way up there, so this will be fun. Elytra cannot come soon enough. Okay, we made it. You can see I've still got a lot of work to do for this iron farm. I haven't got any villagers up here yet. Getting them up here is going to be painful. I'm going to use the piston method to push them up in a boat. I'm just going to bring 2 guys up. And I'll do what I did with the last iron farm. I'm just going to put them in here, let them breed, and then once I've got enough of them, I'll knock through the walls and put them in their little holding cells. Now, this farm I've done a bit of a different design. You can see I'm using half slabs for each of the floors here, and these are only 3.5 high. That's because the golems can spawn on top of the half slabs, but they ignore transparent and semi-transparent blocks when they're trying to spawn. So they can spawn on top of them, but even though they need a 4 high space to spawn, this is only 3.5, but they'll ignore that slab up there, and they'll be able to spawn. So I just rambled on for a little bit. Why did I do that? Well, I wanted to keep this farm as short as possible, because I noticed as I was getting it way away from that one down there, we're getting close to builder limit. I'm not sure exactly where it is. I've got a fair bit of room left, but this is going to be the top of the tower, and I can't just have it ending in a flat space. I've got to do something special. So yeah, I wanted to save as much room as possible, and I've saved, I think, about 2 blocks of height by doing it this way. And you'll notice I've got these other 4 pillars of glass in the corners. Those are the sky access for my doors, because I face all the doors in my iron farms to the side, and that way you can build them underground if you want. And because this is going to be a big tower, I didn't want to accidentally build over the sky access for the doors down below. So I've just run the glass up through the entire build here. And that way I won't have a terrible accident and shut down my iron farm that's down the bottom here. So I'm building this farm now because I want to get to work on an item sorter. I am quickly running out of room in my temporary storage here. Oh no, I've used most of my stone on the iron farm. We've got a bit more room than I thought now, but we still have to move out of here. So I need a lot of iron for hoppers, and I really don't have that much iron left because I've been using them on my villager trading. Go away, we don't need you. See ya, mate. So I've been keeping all these armourers and toolsmiths and unlocking their trades. So I've used a lot of my coal, but the next trade is iron just to get them to unlock everything. Just because if I've got a few choice ones of these guys, then I don't have to waste diamonds making tools all the time. See, this guy here, he's got a pick, a diamond pick. I don't think it's a very good one. No, I'm probably going to get rid of this guy, but what I'm trying to do is like find the best toolsmith I can, the best armourer, and the best weaponsmith, and once I get them, I don't need to keep these guys with the black aprons anymore, and I can just kill them all. But here's one that I'm going to keep. So, which one are you? It's probably this one. I no longer keep armourers because I've got the best one already. See, I might be able to find a better trade than this, like a less emeralds. But this is a diamond chestplate, unbreaking 3. That means I never have to put an unbreaking enchantment on a diamond breastplate from him. So, yes, I'm keeping him. He's going to be my only armourer. And I found a few more good ones. Where is he? This guy right here. So, I'm not keeping toolsmiths anymore because I like this guy. This is the pick I want. Unbreaking 3 Silk Touch. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying to find a Fortune 3 one as well. Okay, we might keep looking at toolsmiths. And then I think I've got a couple of really good ones over here. I'll say hello in a minute. I'm just talking at the moment. So we've got a sword that's... let's just get in here and have a look at it. What do we got here? A Silk Touch, Unbreaking 3 axe. That's excellent. And you must be the one with the good sword. Look at this. So the sharpness, looting, and knockback aren't that flash. I'd still have to enchant them anyway, but it's got Sweeping Edge 3 already on it. That's awesome. So that is why I have no iron left at the moment, and why I need my second iron farm up and running. So I'm going to get to work on getting some villagers up there and getting more iron coming in. And then I've got to just find something to do around my base for a little while as we collect the iron golem droppings. So I'm going to get to work on that. So who would have thought that Minecraft could look so beautiful? I've got a sky texture pack added on. It's a little bit glitchy though. You get around the horizon and it doesn't look too flash. But I only seem to notice it when I'm up high, which isn't great when I'm building a tower to live in. So I don't know if I'll stick with this, but for the moment it looks alright. So it's time to get started on my item sorter, and I don't think I'm actually going to start the item sorter just yet, because this is a good spot for a floor. I don't want to waste too much room. I don't have that much room left, so I want to build right on top of this iron farm here. But you spend a lot of time in item sorters, so I don't really want to have the noise of all this water all the time. So what I might do, don't look at the Enderman, what I might do is put in a bulk storage area right here, and then I'll put the item sorter on top of that, and that way I'll be out of range of the water and I don't have to listen to it all the time. So I think I'm going to go for a bulk storage design by Eli the Wolf. Now, there are two very good reasons why I want to do his design. The first reason being it is very elegant and very simple, and I really like that in my redstone. If you can make it simple, it might not be the most compact or whatever, but if it's beautiful, then that's the one I'm going to go for. And the second reason is he's a mate of mine, and the only thing... Well, if I can't do my own design, I might as well do a mate's design. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to build one unit and I'll show it to you. And it seems every time I want to record something, the sun is going down, but it shouldn't matter. And I'm in my camera account for this one, just so we can fly around and have a look. So basically, we've got a whole bunch of chests up the back here, and they'll all fill up with items. And for each double chest we get that gets completely full of items, we'll get a redstone lamp turned on. And it's a really simple way that he does it. Let's find a good vantage point. Here we go, this will do. So this comparator's reading off the chest, but we've got a line of redstone dust coming into the side of the comparator, and that's got a signal strength of 15. So we need a signal strength of 15 behind the comparator before we're actually going to get an output. So for this chest to give out a signal strength of 15, it has to be completely full. And that's how we get the redstone lamps turn on when the chest is full. So on the other side, see, we've got the dust on top of a redstone block there, but if we swing around to the other side, we've just got the redstone block beside the comparator. And that, believe it or not, is powering the comparator from the side. So it's a pretty cool design. Up the top, I forget exactly what this thing does. I think what it is when we have items passing through these hoppers to enter the chests here, that we get a little flashy signal, and that might also be the item sorter. I can't remember. I have to watch the tutorial again. I just remember what it looks like. So this lamp up the top will flash as items are filtering into this. But I'm not even going to hook this up until after I build my item sorter, so I'm just taking up space in the base at the moment. So I've got to go and build a whole bunch more of these, but before I can do that, I do have to finish getting these villages done. See, I've started breeding them, so I'm not sure where they're up to at the moment. Let's fly through a wall. Oh yeah, they've thrown all their food away. These guys are so dopey sometimes. I'm going to have to come up here and feed them again, but we're getting there. We just need a few more. I'm a little bit worried once we get to, I think it's 10 villages in here, we're going to get iron golems spawn, and that could be bad because I have killed so many villagers, and when you get a wild iron golem spawning and you've been nasty to villagers, then the golems are nasty to you, so I could have a fight on my hands while I'm trying to push these guys through the walls into their little holding cells. Alright guys, get all the way in there. Oh, these babies aren't going to move, are they? Come on. Hey. Oh, that is creepy. I wonder if he's looking at the villagers or if he's angry at me. Oh, look at this. He's following me wherever I go. Okay. I think we have a Mr. Cranky Pants in there. Alright. Oh! Oh, he's freaking me out, man. Oh no. Let's not fall down there. Come on, mate. How many villagers have I killed? 564. That'd be why he's angry at me. You know, the iron golems drop down here so fast. You can barely see them. They're a bit of a blur. But hopefully once I get a few more things coming down the tube, then it'll be a little bit more interesting to look at. But my bulk storage room is finally done. None of it's hooked up to anything, but that was a lot of iron, but that's okay. I kind of underestimated the amount of wood I would need. All the chests, and you need chests to make hoppers. So I've got sort of a dodgy tree farm over there. I think I need to get to work on a proper one pretty soon. And it probably won't be a bone meal one because I don't have a skilly spawner, but we need somewhere to grow trees properly. And it's almost time, guys, that I started doing some decorative building. I am making a monstrosity in the middle of this plains biome. I need to figure out some way of making it look a bit pretty. And that's why I've left these two big openings on each side of this room here. I'm thinking about the entrance to my tower. Now, it kind of makes sense to have the entrance down below, but everything's sort of sealed off there. So what I'm thinking is, because I'm going to have a huge lake here, I might just have bridges coming out to my tower, and then they slope upwards. So maybe at this level, this will be the grand entrance. And maybe it opens up into this room here, and then I have more staircases going up even further. I'm not quite sure yet, but it's definitely time to start doing some decorative building around the base. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do, and I can't really picture it while I've got all this land around me. I think it's time to get digging and clear all of this out and finally make the lake. But I'm not doing that without a beacon. And the reason, I've got my 3 wither skeleton skulls, but backup is AWOL. I got no idea where he is, and I've been putting off fighting the wither because I don't have him with me. So here we are at the mining desert, and this is where we're going to fight the wither. And I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but that is a world border. We're right in the corner of the world. And the reason we have a world border is because 1.13, the aquatic update, will be coming out soonish or later. I'm not sure when. Ouch, go away, cactus. And we didn't want to explore too much and then when the update comes out, have to walk forever and ever just to find some of the new features. So I was killing rabbits out here before. What? Oh, there's a rabbit head and I missed it. Ooh, it's my lucky day. It wasn't a rabbit's foot, but a rabbit's head is even better. So, we've got the world border up just so we don't generate a whole bunch of terrain that won't have the new features in it. And, come to think of it, I've got to be a little bit careful now that the wither doesn't stray too far, because if he goes outside the world border, I won't be able to get to him. Can he even go outside the world border? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, let's grab the skulls. We'll get my golden apples. That's the last of my gold. And we'll put our lucky rabbit's head away. And just in case we die, let's leave some of our tools behind. So I got my Smite 5 sword, my bow, golden apples. Oh, I haven't got any... Oh, I meant to bring fire resistance. Oh well, I am not going back now. Ooh, I don't know if I'm ready for this, but we're going to give it a go. I got some jack-o'-lanterns on the ground because I find when this guy explodes, he tends to knock out the torches really easily, but jack-o'-lanterns have a little bit of a better chance of sticking around. Okay, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the episode. If you don't hear from me again, then something terrible has just happened, but... hopefully we'll be okay. There's no backup to come to the rescue this time, but I'm a Minecraft pro. This shouldn't be too bad. We're probably going to hit lava and I'm going to die, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So anyway, guys, cheers. I'm Cortezerino. See you later. Ooh, those ambient Minecraft sounds. Ooh, feel like someone just walked over my grave.